Let's explain generative AI. You know those sci-fi movies where robots compose symphonies and paint masterpieces? As you know, it's not just a distant dream anymore, it's happening right now. And no, I'm not talking about my artistic talents, though they are impressive. We're talking about machines that can create art that rivals human creativity. Generative AI is like the cool kid in school who can do it all. It's not just limited to one skill, it's a jack of all trades. It's a type of artificial intelligence that doesn't just analyze data, it creates stuff. Imagine a machine that can think outside the box and come up with something entirely new. Think original images, music, text, even entire websites. The possibilities are endless and the creativity is boundless. It's like having a million tiny robot Picassos and Shakespeares at your fingertips. Imagine the creative potential at your disposal. But before you panic about a robot uprising, let's break it down. These machines are here to assist, not to take over. This isn't some magical black box. It's actually pretty fascinating. The technology behind it is complex but incredibly interesting, and who knows, maybe by the end of this you'll be as excited about the possibilities as I am. Or at least mildly intrigued. The future is bright and full of potential. Okay, let's get technical. Just kidding. I'm not going to bore you with algorithms and jargon. Think of generative AI like a really talented parrot. You know, the kind that can mimic your voice and tell you your fortune. This parrot, however, doesn't just repeat what it hears. It learns patterns, styles, and structures from the massive amounts of data it's fed. Then, it uses that knowledge to create something entirely new, but with a familiar flavor. Imagine feeding our AI parrot all of Shakespeare's plays. It wouldn't just spit out a random jumble of words. It could potentially write a brand new sonnet, complete with iambic pentameter and flowery language that even the bard himself might mistake for his own. That's the magic of generative AI. It's not just copying, it's understanding and creating. Pretty neat, huh? But how does our AI parrot actually learn? Well, it's all about algorithms, but not the scary kind that take over the world, at least not yet. These algorithms are like training manuals for our parrot, teaching it to identify patterns and relationships in data. One popular method is called a generative adversarial network, or GAN for short. Imagine two AIs, let's call them Michelangelo and the critic, locked in an epic art duel. Michelangelo tries to paint a masterpiece, while the critic ruthlessly judges its authenticity. With each attempt, Michelangelo learns from the critic's feedback and improves its skills. Eventually, Michelangelo becomes such a good artist that the critic can't tell the difference between its work and a real masterpiece. That's how generative AI learns, through a constant cycle of creation, feedback, and improvement. It's like a digital boot camp for creativity. Let's talk about what generative AI can actually do. And trust me, this isn't just some abstract tech talk. This stuff is already changing the world around us. Remember that Shakespearean parrot? Well, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Turns out AI can actually write pretty convincing articles, poems, even scripts. Imagine having a virtual assistant that can draft your emails or even write a novel. Companies are using it to generate marketing copy, news briefs, and even personalized emails. This means more targeted and efficient communication strategies. But it's not just about words. The visual realm is equally exciting. Generative AI can also create stunning visuals. We're talking about images that look so real you'd think they were photographs. We're talking photorealistic images, mind-bending abstract art, even entire virtual worlds. Imagine exploring a world that exists only in the digital realm. Need a logo for your new business? No problem. AI can whip one up in seconds. It's like having a graphic designer on standby 24/7. Want to see what you'd look like with purple hair and a handlebar mustache? The possibilities are endless. AI can do that too. It showcases the creative potential of this technology. And if you thought that was cool, hold on to your hats, because AI is even composing music. This isn't just simple tunes, it's complex compositions. From catchy pop songs to dramatic film scores, AI is pushing the boundaries of what's possible in the world of music creation. The future of creativity is here, and it's powered by AI. Now, before you get too carried away with the possibilities, let's address the elephant in the room: the potential for misuse. This is a critical issue that we cannot ignore. After all, with great power comes great responsibility, or something like that. The stakes are incredibly high. One of the biggest concerns with generative AI is its ability to create incredibly realistic fake content, also known as deepfakes. These can be indistinguishable from real footage. Imagine a video of a politician saying or doing something they never actually did. The implications are staggering. Or a fake news article that spreads like wildfire online. Scary, right? The speed at which misinformation can travel is alarming. This technology has the potential to sow discord, manipulate public opinion, and create chaos. It can erode trust in traditional media, making it difficult to discern what is true and what is false. It's like giving a loudspeaker to every conspiracy theorist and internet troll out there, amplifying their voices. But before you swear off the internet forever, consider the broader picture. Remember that every technology has its pros and cons. It's a double-edged sword. It's up to us, the users, to be critical thinkers, to navigate this digital landscape wisely. We must question what we see online, scrutinize the sources, and verify the information. And we must demand transparency and accountability from those who create and distribute this technology. Only then can we harness its potential responsibly. Despite the potential pitfalls, generative AI also holds immense promise for improving our lives in countless ways. Imagine a world where AI helps doctors diagnose diseases with greater accuracy, personalize treatment plans, and even develop new life-saving drugs. Or how about AI-powered therapists that provide 24/7 support and personalized mental health care? Generative AI can also revolutionize education, making personalized learning experiences accessible to everyone, regardless of their background or location. It can even help us tackle climate change by optimizing energy consumption, designing sustainable cities, and even developing new forms of renewable energy. Of course, developing and deploying these technologies responsibly won't be easy. We need to have serious conversations about ethics, bias, and the potential impact on jobs and society as a whole. For example, how do we ensure that AI algorithms aren't perpetuating existing biases? How do we prevent AI from being used for malicious purposes like creating autonomous weapon systems? These are complex questions with no easy answers. But one thing's for sure, we need to proceed with caution, thoughtfulness, and a healthy dose of skepticism. When talking about AI, there are lots of unknowns, so I will see you in the next video.